Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing January's Boxycharm unboxing, but here's the kicker. I've already recorded this once, but I recorded the whole thing and forgot to turn on the microphone. Today I'm just going to do it as a demo because I still want to show you just the application of everything, how it all applies, and just kind of talk through a little bit everything in here, just in case you're still, if something in here is something that you've been thinking about getting, at least I can still demo it for you and kind of give you a little bit more information, and hopefully that will kind of help you make a decision one way or the other. So I definitely do still want to try these things on for you. First thing I'm going to do is jump into this Glam Metals eyeshadow palette from Crown Brushes. I had no idea that Crown Brushes did anything other than brushes, but apparently, and I don't, maybe this is a newer thing, or maybe they've always been doing it and I just wasn't aware, but this is their metals palette. It retails for $25. It is all shimmers. There are no matte shades in here, no transition shades, so technically you cannot do a complete look with this palette, but if you're pretty grungy, you could probably get away with taking a color, putting it on the lid, and then just buffing it upwards slightly and go on about your day. I generally stay away from shimmers in my crease because it just doesn't flatter my eye, so I don't do it, but you technically could. And then just super cute guitar mirror here. Alright, so I went ahead and primed the eyes with some concealer, went ahead and just did the under eyes too since I was there, and then just set everything in place with some translucent powder. Now I'm going to dip into Humble and Audacious, pick up a little bit of both for just to give my crease a little dimension, because like I said, I don't generally like to put shimmers in my crease because it just is not flattering for me. Alright, now that I have a crease color down, I'm just going to take this e.l.f. It's like a pro shading brush, I think, a flat shading brush. And I think I'm just going to play it safe for today and go into this shade here, which is Rebel. It's just, a great coppery gold. I'll do a dry brush on one side, and then I will go ahead and get the brush wet for the other eye. So right now my brush is dry. You can see the pigmentation is really nice. Okay, then I'll go ahead and get some Fix Plus, and I'll spritz it this time. And then on this eye, obviously it'll go on wet. And that definitely, like you probably could have guessed, definitely takes up the metallic factor of the shadow. Definitely applies more metallic when you get it wet, but I think it's still really pretty dry. And of course you could go in with your finger as well. I find that they apply really nicely with the finger, almost just as nice as, you probably can't even tell the difference actually between a wet brush and the finger. And then I think I'll go ahead and show you this black metal shade. So for the black, I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Geek Outer V brush, and I'm just gonna dip in here. It goes down really nicely. Went a little heavy on that second dip. So I'm just gonna buff this real quick so there's no harsh lines, so it doesn't look like a blob on the outer edge of my eye like it just did. So yeah, these apply actually really nicely. They're not difficult to work with or anything like that. The pigmentation is really nice. Yesterday I tried Pop Rock in the inner corner and I really didn't like it. I felt like it kind of made me look a little sick. So I'm not going to do that again, but I guess I can just try and show you some of these here. Let's see. So you can see the pigmentation is really nice. They feel really good. I mean, yeah, I can't complain. All right, so the next thing we will jump into is this guy. It's the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Luminizer Primer. Delivers a natural radiant glow while blurring pores and imperfections for a beautiful, illuminated, flawless complexion. So I will, like I did yesterday, I will put this on half of my face and show you guys the difference between using it versus not using it. It says apply on clean, moisturized skin. Use alone for a natural bounce of light on the skin or under makeup to prep your skin for a flawless application AM and PM. So it slightly has a sunscreeny scent, but it also smells very skincare like. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I definitely get scent of sunscreen and just in general it smells like skincare. So did I say this retails for $38? Okay, so I don't know if you can tell right off the bat that one side is more illuminated than the other. I guess there is a little bit more of a sheen to the skin on this side than this one. So let's just jump in and see. If you're wondering, I'm using the new-ish Maybelline 24-hour foundation, the Super Stay Full Coverage Foundation. I have my own concoction here because they didn't have the shade that I actually wanted when I ordered this online, so I got a shade darker and a shade lighter, and I put some into a little pot here. And then I'll just use a Real Techniques Beauty Sponge, which has been dampened. This is the side with the Dr. Brandt Illuminator. Tell me if you can even see a difference versus nothing. So this side does look a little more glowy. This side does look a little more flat. Tell me if on camera it's coming off more. It's not like mind-blowing in person. Okay guys, so I finished off the lower lash line. I just put some of the Wicked along the lower lash line, buffed it out a little bit. Also, everything was going great until I decided to drab the crap out of my eyeball when I was touching up my mascara. So forgive me if my right eye is doing its own thing over here. It's still trying to clear itself out from that fantastic mascara fiasco. The next thing I will go in with is this Pure Bronze and Brighten little palette here. This little guy retails for $34. It's an on-the-go highlight, bronzer, and blush palette with 3 skin perfecting powders to create an effortless and sun-kissed glow on every skin tone. We have the shades Blushing Glow is here, Afterglow is here, and of course Mineral Glow is here. Now I know you probably are thinking that these look insane, and I'm going to show you how they look on the face. I'll just do it like I did yesterday. I first went in with the highlighter shade here, and I took my Morphe MB43 And we'll just go in and start to highlight the cheekbones. This highlight is just beautiful. I mean, not gonna lie, it's great. And it's just like, and I'm being kind of light-handed, so if you really wanted to go in and get it, then it would be easy to achieve. Like you can see, I'm not really, you see that? Yes, you can see that. I know you can. So that's the highlight. So pretty, and it says it'll work for every skin tone, and I do agree. I think it really will too. Let me swatch these for you real quick. Oh, and I kind of dug in, and I really didn't need to because these are so, look at that. They are so pigmented and so pretty. They're just so, so pretty. Okay. Dipping into this bronzer was super terrifying. Watering eye is just making my nose run and everything go crazy. This is really kind of annoying. I can't believe, well, I can't believe I did that. Okay, so it just gives the most beautiful bronze sheen. Like, it's so nice. It gives me J-Lo vibes, like, makes me feel like J-Lo. And if a product can make me feel like J-Lo, I'm keeping it. Okay, now let's move on to the blush shade here. This is a Sonia Kashuk number 29 brush. Did I say that was a Morphe E3, what I used for bronzer? Okay. It just has the perfect sheen. It's a great sheen. It's not overly metallic, but the highlight, I mean, it definitely could be. If you were to really pack this stuff on, you would look like you could do that full face of highlighter. You could do that with this. Oh yeah, that's pretty. And the mirror on this compact is great too. Okay, moving right along. The next item in the box is this guy right here. It's the IT Cosmetics Brow Power Universal Eyebrow Pencil. Retails for $24. It is not a micro pencil, and it is also not that triangular shape like the Anastasia, what is it, the brow definer, I think. It's not that triangular shape, and it's not a fat or round tip either. It's like an oval. So it's got a nice spoolie on the other end. It's pretty soft actually. So let me fill in these brows. Okay, so that was the IT Cosmetics Universal Taupe. I will wrap up all of my feelings at the end of the video. Alright guys, and the final thing in the box this month for me was this Girlactik Beauty Matte Lip Paint, and actually my card was incorrect for the first time ever. I've never ever had a misprint on my card, which by the way, the theme this month was Rock 2018, Rock and Roll Soul. Okay, so I went to the website and found that this lipstick retails for $23. I have the shade Posh. Alright guys, there is the Posh lip paint on. Now let me recap for you. Let me just start with this since it's in my hand. This lip paint is great. This is the first Girlactik lip product I have tried, and I have to say I'm really impressed. I think the formula is great, the consistency, the formula, it's all great. The pigmentation is great. It was slightly difficult for me up toward the line of my lips because the pigmentation on my lip is a little bit darker there, and so I had to it was just slightly trickier, but completely manageable. This is just one layer. It's very comfortable for a matte lip for sure. It's not super drying. It is not 100% transfer proof though, but just the slightest, most vague amount will come off. You know, I did the back of my hand test. It is so faint, barely anything comes off. So for me, this is a huge win. Okay, then the IT Brow Power Pencil. I think this is a great pencil. The shape of the actual product is a little bit interesting. I prefer a micro pencil, something that I can get more detailed with because the sparseness through my brows. I like to be able to create hair-like strokes through there. With this, you can't, I mean, you can kind of do it to an extent, but it's just not a micro pencil. The spoolie is great. It's what did I say? It's $24, so right up there with the Anastasia brow products. I think that items from the drugstore are very comparable. So while I think this is a great pencil, and the shade is actually really good too, I think for me it's just a touch too light, but I will definitely still use this. It will not go to waste. I really enjoy this pencil. Then this Pure Face Palette. I think you know how I feel about it. Maybe you don't, but I really, really like it. I love the glowy bronzer. Personally, I'm totally into it. This highlighter is so much better than I thought it would be. And again, this blush, so much better than I thought it would be. I loved all three colors. And the pans are a really nice size too, so this is gonna last me a while, and the mirror is great. So I think this is definitely worth the $34. Then the Dr. Brandt Luminizer Primer. I'm not blown away by this primer. I will have to see if it affects the wear time of the foundation, but if not, I don't think this is anything amazing. I think, again, there are things at the drugstore price point that will work just as well, if not better. I just personally wouldn't pay $38 for this primer. It's not mind-blowing. I mean, that's just it. And the last thing is this Glam Metals Shadow Palette from Crown Brushes. I think it's a great palette. I think if you have no shimmer shades already in your collection, if you're just starting out, I think why not? But then you'll still need to get a palette of mattes, or just you'll have to get mattes, period, in general. For me, I have lots of shimmers already. But there are shimmers in here that I don't have. I don't have either of these like silver gray tones. This tone here I don't have. This is a very interesting color as well. So there's definitely, I will get use out of this palette for sure. It's not a complete miss for me. I definitely like it. The shadows are great. The pigmentation is great. The formula is great. It's simply the fact that there are no matte shades. There are no shades in here for a transition to complete a look. That is my only downside. But other than that, it is a good palette of shimmers for sure. The overall value of my box this month was $144. I definitely liked so much more from the box than I disliked. So for me, definitely a hit this month, definitely a home run, especially. I mean, I love this. I love it. And then I actually really like this lip color a lot more than I thought I would. I thought it was gonna be just, I don't know, I thought it was gonna be weird. And it does pull a bit more coral than I expected it to, but I actually really like it a lot. And this, I feel like this shade is a little bit trickier for me, at least for my personal taste. So anyways, yes, I thought this box was a total hit this month. Let me know what came in your box this month. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Also, if you have any special requests or suggestions for future videos, leave them in the comment section down below as well. I definitely want to make sure that I am recording content that is interesting to you guys and that you want to be watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe before you leave and click on that bell button, otherwise you won't see my videos when I upload them. Wherever you are, I hope your day is awesome. I hope your week is amazing, and I really hope to see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.